Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Aisha. I am an instructional aid assistant at an elementary school. I love to do videos about cleaning, organizing, decor. I like to talk about books. I like to do makeup. So if you're interested in hearing those types of subjects on my channel, then please keep on watching. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about the types of jobs that can help you with becoming a teacher. Can kind of help you elevate your learning skills, can just help you along the way while you're trying to obtain that bachelor's degree to become a full-time teacher. So in my lifetime, I've had a few jobs that have really helped me and kind of guided me through this path on my journey to becoming a teacher. And maybe if you're interested in these jobs, maybe you can look into them and see if it's something that you want to do. The first one that I would talk about is I was a tutor for about a year and a half, and that was my first job working with kids. The benefits of working as a tutor is you get to work in small groups, you get to learn how to teach lessons, you get to be exposed to different types of curriculum, different type of math lessons, different grades. So that really helped me with math and learning what the kids were learning in their schools. You also get to learn to work with different types of students. I know that I worked with a few with disabilities. You can be exposed to different types of children, and I think that's really beneficial because it just really helps you grow and become a well-rounded teacher. There wasn't really much con to this job other than the fact that I couldn't really go up anymore. The only position there was a tutor, and you can get paid more, I guess, by having different degrees, but you can't really go as far as becoming a teacher. So I did left that job and I went to my next job. My next job was working at a child care center on base. I worked there for 3 years, and this really helped me a lot with helping kids in a different way. It wasn't so much academic based, but it was just helping them with their emotional, their social, their cognitive needs. A lot of our kids were military kids. So a lot of times their parents would leave, they would get sad. They really needed somebody there who could relate to them, could help them through that process. Another benefit to that job was for these centers, we also have clubs. So everybody's assigned to a club. There was art club, there was triple play, it was like a sports club, drama club, movie maker club, which was mine, photography, which is mine too, homework club, STEM club, science club. Like there was a bunch of different clubs that you can do. I got to do movie maker and photography. Movie maker was like the best experience ever. I got to learn how to manage my own club, my own lessons, and create projects for the kids, and it was really fun. That was probably the best memories that I had in that job, was getting to teach my clubs. And I was really sad when I had to leave because it was just such a fun club, and I didn't know the impact that it would have on these kids until after I left. And I was like, wow, like I want to still do this eventually one day. And that's kind of like my goal, is eventually to teach, but teach film clubs. So that's a plus, is that you get to teach clubs, you get to learn how to manage your clubs, make lessons too. Also, you get to build relationships with parents who would usually come to the center, find their kids in the rooms, and they would come to us and ask us, do you know where our child's at? So like, yeah, they're in the art room or they're in the homework room. That was a chance for us to get to interact with the parents and just talk to them about their kids, and they love hearing about their kids' day. Sometimes it was kind of hard when we had to tell them about things that their kids did that day that wasn't the best choice. Building that relationship with that parent really helped with those conversations. So you get to learn how to interact and talk to parents, which it was something that I had struggled with because my tutoring job, we weren't allowed to talk to parents for some reason. The parents would drop off their kids in the hallway. When it was time, the kids would come into this huge big room, and they would sit down at our tables and we would just help them. So we didn't get to interact with the parents at all. But at this job, I was able to. Going back to learning how to cope with their social, emotional needs, the development stages, this job will do a lot of trainings for that. They really do highlight that in the centers. We have kids from all ages, and it's very important to know how to help and cope with children, you know, especially when they're going from being at an elementary school to a middle school. That really does change a lot. So as you can tell, I learned a lot from that job, and with best memories that I've had. I did transfer to a new center that I worked for, I believe, 1 year before I decided that I wanted to work at a school, because at this job, you can't really go up in position. You could become a leader, which you just kind of lead the rest of the team. You could work in admin, but I just felt like I kind of outgrew that job, and I kind of wanted to do something different, and I was ready to do something new. So that was my journey to becoming an instructional aide, and Like I said, I feel like every job that I've had has kind of led me to where I'm at now. Being an instructional aide, there's a lot of benefits to this, like a lot. I wrote down a lot of things about being an instructional aide. So the first is you get to manage small groups. You get to learn how to do reading groups, help kids in math, English, writing, social studies, science. Like you get to really help the kids and get to learn and be exposed to different curriculum. You get to learn from teachers, meet teachers. They are kind of like your mentor, and I like to ask a lot of questions to my teachers because I feel like who else better to ask these questions than a teacher. I just like to observe teachers and see the types of things that they do in their classrooms. So even sometimes when a teacher is teaching her lesson to the children, I'm sitting there like taking notes because I'm like, oh, I didn't know that's how you can do math, or I didn't know you can do English, or just stuff like that. Like I would be learning with the students. You get to really learn a lot in the classroom. Sometimes your teacher will let you teach lessons in the classroom, which that's happened to me a few times, and I will say I was a little bit intimidating. I was like, oh my god, I don't know if I can do this. And I know I had no choice, so I got up and I was like, okay, we're just gonna do this. And I was teaching something, I don't remember what, but I was teaching something on the projector, and they were on Zoom. So this was a whole wake-up call for me because I was like asking questions for the kids and nobody was answering me, and I was looking through the screen and I was trying to teach and show my projector, and it just was so much. But it was a really good learning experience because it pushed me out of my comfort zone, and it's just going to help me become a better teacher once I become exposed to going in front of the classrooms and teaching. Another thing that you learn is just how to grade. I grade on paper. Now that we're on Zoom, I grade on the iPad, so it's kind of different, but you learn how to grade. I found out that third graders don't get grades, they get numbers, so that's kind of different. And that fourth, fifth do get grades. Every school is different, but that's something that I didn't know at my school. So we really don't, like, we grade work and stuff, but we don't really focus on that too much. We focus on their testing scores. That's something that I learned and I didn't know. I think that's probably the best job to do if you want to become a teacher. I never knew that you can be an instructional aide before. I used to live in San Diego, and I'm like, I had the opportunity to do this, and I never knew that you can do this until I moved here. So look into being an aide at your school because they might have positions open, and it's such a great learning opportunity to get to work at a school because it just opens so much doors. You get to meet the principal, the teachers, and when it's time for you to get a job at a school, it can really help you. Either the principal will be like, oh yeah, we can give you a job here, or the principal can probably give you a letter of recommendation to another school. It just opens the doors to so much possibilities when working at a school. Like I cannot say anything good enough at working at a school. Definitely try it, definitely experience it, because it can really help you become a better teacher and a more full-rounded teacher, because nothing's going to prepare you for being a teacher. Like everybody is still learning. We're all students. Even if we're a teacher, we're still learning from our students. We're still learning from other teachers. Learning does not stop in the classroom, not for the kids, not for the teachers, not for anybody who works in education. So I would highly recommend being an instructional aide. The other jobs really did help me a lot, but I will say that this job is giving me the most experience, the most exposure to working at the classroom. So that's my plan right now, is that I'm learning as much as I can in these classrooms, and I'm going to be going back to school, which I'm kind of, I know I'm ready for it, but I'm a little bit scared because I have not been at school in a while. It's crazy how much school costs, but I know that if I want to go up in position, that I have to go and get my bachelor's. This job nonetheless is a great experience to work with kids. I want to read something to you that I wrote down that I really reflected a lot when I wrote this down, and I would just want to just read it to you because I know that if I kind of go from the top of my head, I'm not going to remember the words. If there's anything that I want you to take away from this video, is that any job that I mentioned can help you become a well-rounded teacher or an educator, and to take every experience as a learning moment. And we are all students until the day we leave this planet. I believe every experience job has guided me on this path, and I know it will guide you on your path. It has taught me different ways of helping children. Our paths are all different, as so long as we're here for the right reasons to help our children to be better, kind, responsible human beings, there's nothing stopping us from following our dreams. So that's what I wanted to end this video with, and I really hope that I helped you if in case you're interested in any of these type of jobs. I know there's more jobs out there. These are jobs that I have experience in, and I don't want to talk about other jobs that I don't have experience in. Let me know below in the comments any job that I mentioned. Have you worked there before? Or let me know below like what job are you at right now that's working with kids. I would love to know, and I'm sure other people would like to know too. Not that we're being kind of like snoopy or kind of like, you know, nosy, but hearing other people's experience and their jobs with working with kids and how it's helping them shape to become a better teacher or just become a teacher can really help anybody. So yeah, share with me in the comments that, or ask me any questions that you might have about any of these jobs. I would be more than happy to help you or just to talk to you or chat with you. I love chatting with people who work with kids and who are in the education field, because I just feel like that connection, like we're here for the right reasons, and it's just awesome to know that there's teachers out there who are just so kind. They're just such great teachers. I don't want to ramble too much, but thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you want to support my channel and follow me in this journey. Give this video a like if you liked it, if it helped you. Again, my name is Aisha Lewis, and until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye everyone.